I might look like crap. It's been a long, very bad weekend. I wanted to make this post because there are some people out there who decide that arguments, no matter how small, are stupid, and that certain things should not result after those arguments. And it's not about just an argument. It's so much more than just an argument. And it hurts. It hurts on both ends, not just for me being the one who said I can't do this right now, but for the other person. And it hurts because that other person is putting all the blame on me and not realizing that my mental health was spiraling and I had to make a decision to help myself for my kids, or else I'd end up either in the hospital again, which I don't want to do, or back away from my kids for a while, which I don't want to do. And although everybody said they weren't going to allow that to happen, and even though everybody said that they wouldn't allow that to happen, they would help, it was just getting to the point where I just felt, like nobody cared anymore. The one person that I needed the most, I just felt like they weren't here. And they could probably argue that and say different and say that they were here. They were trying. And I'm not saying they weren't trying. I'm not saying that they weren't a great person for the kids. I'm not saying that they weren't a great person for certain things. But when it came to responsibilities, I felt like I was alone. I felt like I was the only one doing everything. And that's a lot of pressure on me. I felt like I had to step up and be perfect, even if somebody tells me that I don't have to be. But I kept subconsciously feeling like I had to be perfect. And it was putting too much pressure on me. And then it got to a point where I felt like I was doing everything. And it just got overwhelming and too hard. And this person is going to sit there and argue all of what I say away. And that's fine.